afternoon everybody, and welcome to or welcome back to Crafty Clegs. My name is Jeanette and today I'm coming to you from the northwest of England, where I live with my husband Timothy and our little dog Zach. Today is Sunday the 12th of November 2023. I am back. It's only been a week and I've come back again. I can't believe how busy I have been. It's been a non-stop week and I've had so much fun. Tim and I haven't really been out and done anything because we haven't had, well, I haven't had time. I have been in my craft room most of the time. And if I haven't been in here, I have been sat on my chair, crafting away happily, minding my own business and keeping myself really, really happy. I've had a really fun week. The weather today is rubbish, absolutely rubbish. It's raining, it's cold. I took the dog out for a walk this morning and I was perished. My hands felt like 2 blocks of ice. So yeah, winter is definitely well and truly on its way, I would say. Today I am drinking, this is another one of my Emma Bridgewaters. This is another one of my favourite. I do like just the plain and simple. This is the Star mug. And I am drinking rose lemonade. I don't know if you can see that, if it's showing you. Rose lemonade tea, and it's lovely. It's really, really nice. I think it might be too hot, actually. Oh, gosh, yes, that's too hot. Right, I have got something to show. Whoop. I've got something to show you. I am, as you know, in full swing of making for Christmas. And I've made quite a lot this week. I've gone a little bit off-piste, as I said on my Instagram feed last night. Well, no, this is what happened. I have, the first thing I'll show you is the sewing project, and I am subscribed to a lady called Anne Wood, and she makes the most amazing cute things, and every now and then you get a free pattern. And she sent me an email with the attachment to this free pattern. And you know when you see something and you just have to do it, you've got that itch and you have to scratch it. And I saw it and I thought, I've just got to put everything down and do this. So that is exactly what I made him. I made him out of some Liberty tonal lawn I had. It did say in the pattern it called for cotton, but I just fancied making him in Liberty. It was a little bit trickier to sew because it's a very, very slippy fabric, but are you ready? Here he is. Is he not adorable? And this is, what have I called him? Hold on a minute. Hopscotch. He is called Hopscotch. Now, I think I've overstuffed his arms at the top because they should be more, you know what I mean? I think I've overstuffed them. Well, I don't think, I know I have. They should be more down like this rather than like that. But I don't mind. I'm sure that this will be one of many that I'm going to make. So he's got his legs. And you just put a running stitch across. It's all in the pattern, and it's a free pattern, so excuse me, I'm not giving anything away. You put a running stitch there with embroidery floss to give him a joint, and the same in the arms, and then you just sew on his cute little face. I didn't have any white buttons, so I went for buttons that matched the fabric. It's just plain on the back. Isn't he gorgeous? It was really, really quick to make, dead simple. Half of it was sewn on the machine and half of it I did hand stitching last night. And I just love him. I just absolutely love him. One leg is longer than the other, slightly, but I think that's because I pushed, you actually insert the legs into the bottom of the body here and then stitch them on. And I think what I've done, I've inserted the legs, this leg, slightly more into the body than I obviously did with that one, because they was both exactly the same when I made them. But it doesn't matter. This is what I love about handmade. It's all just, and I think it's supposed to look a bit like handmade. If you go on to Anne Wood, and it's Anne, if I can find the link, which I will do, I'll leave Anne's I don't know if it's a website that she's got. I'll leave Anne Wood's website underneath, and you can take a look. And she's got some fantastic things. In fact, Tim made me my first bed for my dollhouse from a free pattern for Anne Wood. I'll put a picture in somewhere for you. When I finish recording, I'll take a picture of the bed that Tim made for me. And that was also a free pattern from the same lady. So that was the thing that I did yesterday and last night. Got completely off-piste of what I was doing, i.e. Christmas, but it don't matter, does it? I suppose I could put him in the tree somewhere. Could shove him in the middle of the tree, can't I? What's to stop me? That's the thing. So that's the first thing I made. It's more or less all finished objects that I'm going to show you. I've got a couple that I'm still working on, and I will show you them. Right, so the first thing I'm going to show you is my Toft elf. Last week you will remember that I bought a kit from a Facebook page. I think it's called Toft Buy and Sell. I did leave a link in last week's video, so if you're interested, go on over to last week's video and have a look. And I know that I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure I have. I did leave the link for you. I'm sure I did. And have a look. Anyway, I made him, and here he is. Isn't he adorable? And again, look at his arms. I think I need to pay more attention when I'm stuffing the arms, because I think I've, again, overstuffed it, because he looks a bit butch at the top, doesn't he? He looks a bit, he just looks like he's like this. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter. It's just a toy. He did have pixie boots on. And I really struggled to make the pixie boots. I couldn't do it, I'm not going to lie. They was just too small for him. So whether the pixie boots wouldn't fit on the feet. So whether I have overstuffed the feet again, because I do know that a lot of Toft dolls and creatures and things, Kerry does not overstuff them. So I think maybe I've overstuffed them a little bit. Love his pixie ears. Aren't they fab? Love them. His little bit of brown hair. One of my subscribers last week, oh no, I don't think it was, it can't have been, because this is the first time you've seen it. It must have been on Instagram. And one of my followers said, I can just see a smile on his face. Does he not need to have a smile on his face? And you know, you might be right. But I don't know as if I might make a red one of these as well. I'm not sure. Depends on time. It all depends on time. So that is my Toft elf. I bought this, like I say, off a website of Facebook, but they do have these on the Toft website, which I will leave a link for down below for you. Really, really easy to make. I used all sheepy. No, I didn't use sheepies. I'm not used to saying it. It just rolls off the tongue. I used Toft double knit and a 3mm needle, crochet hook rather. Isn't he cute? Apart from his stand. But I do like him. He's so cute. I love his ears. Anyway, so that is my finished elf. So that's, you saw that last week. And last week I made a start on my Christmas stockings, and I said I wasn't really sure whether I'd get, it's a pattern by Kate Eastwood of Just Pootling, and I don't know if I'll manage to do the whole thing. I don't want to put any pressure on me, because as soon as the 1st of December rolls around, I have got my Toft Advent, and I'm going away at the beginning of the month to see my daughter, and yeah, there's all things on. So I don't want to pressurise myself. What gets done, gets done. That's what I'm going to say. Because I'm taking part in a couple of things this month. I'm taking part in #Crowvember and #Crochet Christmas 23. So yeah, I'm trying to make things and take part in those two. The Crochet Christmas 23 is a crochet along with lots of free patterns, but you do have to be subscribed to every one of the designers. So whether you want to go down that path, I don't know. I have, because I'm an avid crocheter, but you know, you might not want to. Again, I'll leave all the information down below. I can't do links on Instagram. I think I've told you that before. So I'll just leave the hashtag for you, and then you can go off and look at it and get more information that way yourself. Anyway, that was completely a rant. So I am at the moment making the advent calendar from Kate Eastwood. I haven't got a picture. I did put a picture in last week. I'll put a picture in again. But this is what I'm making. That's all that there is. And it's supposed to be day one. But obviously I'm not doing it as an advent. And I don't want to show you anything because it is a paid for pattern. You can get it off Kate's, I think it's Lovecraft she sells it through. And I think it's £15 for the pattern. Anyway, I was making, last week you saw I was making, is that the, yeah, I don't want to show you that side, only because it's got the jogs in it. I was making the Christmas stocking. So I've done both the Christmas stockings now. So there's this one, and then this one I'm going to show you now is completely finished. And there's that one. Aren't they nice? Oh, I might use that as a thumbnail. What do you think? Anyway, so this one's mine because obviously it's completely finished. And it's got a little bell on. So if I don't get the garland finished, I'm not stressing. These will all just go on my tree or hang on my fireplace. I'm not sure. I used Sheepy's Katona and a 2.5mm hook. But I didn't have the Sheepy's Katona for that, so I've used a Rikarumi DK. Can you see that? So this one is a 4-ply, and then this one is a DK. So the bell is slightly bigger, I think, than that's going to go that way than it should be. But it doesn't matter, does it? It's a Christmas decoration, and big is best is what I say. So I've managed to do those two. I'm hoping to get these done sometime over, well, I was going to say over the weekend, but this afternoon is a massive cleaning day for me. I was supposed to be going out with some friends, but that all fell through for different reasons. So yeah, I've decided that I'm going to do some cleaning. So this might get done later on tonight, who knows. So those two, well, this one's finished and that one's a work in progress, but that won't take long because the bow and the bell does not take long at all. So we've got them two. I've still got it in my Christmas bag from Froome. I ordered some of this fabric last week, and on the website it let me order it, but then I got an email the day after from the lady who owns Millie Moon and says that there's none in stock. Well, there was some in stock, but nowhere near enough what I needed. And she said she would let me know when it come in, but I'm not holding my hopes out for Christmas this year for these, which is a shame because I have done these bags and put them in my shop every year now for about 3 or 4 years, and people just love them. But it is a nice bag, isn't it? It's really Christmassy. Anyway, never mind. So, the next thing I shall show you. You've seen this. I was in the middle of making this. I think it was last week I showed it to you. Anyway, it's finished now, and it is my crocheted mushroom. I have threaded twine through it, but I've just left a knot in the top because I don't know how big it's going to be, my Christmas tree. So this might have to go right at the bottom. I am hoping to make some more of these, maybe in different colours, although I'm loving the idea of having a lot of red and white on my tree. I did change the pattern up again. Again, this is a free pattern, and I did link it last week down below of where you can find this lady on Instagram. I changed it up a little bit. So the first thing I did, you had to crochet the circles and put them on, and I didn't like that idea. I don't know why, because I usually follow the patterns and I don't change anything, but this time I was being a bit rebellish and felt like I wanted to change things up. So I just did French knots all the way around. And then here, on the base of it here, can you see? It's not very good, is it? I just did a crab stitch all the way around just to finish it off. But I think I'm going to make another one. And I showed you last week that I'd got some sheepy sweet, is it sweet treat? And I quite like making, I quite fancy making a couple of small ones. But I quite fancy putting some greenery on it as well. I think I'm going to leave this one as it is because I quite like the simplicity of that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make more of them for on the tree. I'm hoping to probably get my Christmas tree up the beginning of the second week in December. Like I say, I'm going down to visit my daughter the first week in December, only for the weekend. But by the time I get back and, yeah, get sorted and everything, we're probably going into the second week. And I don't want my tree to die before Christmas. I do want to try and get a rooted tree so I can put it in the back garden. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Watch this space. So, yeah, I'd like to make some more of them. All depends on time. It really does. I do. At the moment, I'm trying to sit down for at least an hour every day in the daytime and try and whip up something or add a few rows to whatever I'm making. And then, obviously, at night time when I'm sat watching TV, I have to crochet. I don't sit there do nothing. I can't cope with that. But I'm also wanting to do some journaling. Anyway, so the next thing is in my, this was in a advent swap that I did last year. A big massive advent swap. I haven't taken part this year. The next thing I am working on is my Christmas tree. And again, I'm into my French knots. So I'm going to cover this Christmas tree in French knots. I am then going to put some of the ribbon. Hold on a sec. At the top there. Let me do it this way. Sorry, I'm not very good at doing this. Talk amongst yourselves. Because you'll get the idea. I'm going to put a piece of ribbon on there like that, and then I'm going to blanket stitch all the way around, but I'm just going to have it covered in French knots because I've decided, I have to tell you, have I put it on somewhere? No, it isn't, it's here. Let me show you. This is the transfer, one of the transfers. I've stuck it to the vinyl as not to ruin it. I do not like them, and I'll tell you why. So that is what I'm going to work on probably tonight, because I've got to get some Christmas decorations done, and I've got another tree. So I've got the tree, this tree, and then I've got this one, which I might put white beads on that, and then I've got a red love heart, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I might put another one of the transfers on, but I finished this one. I love them, don't get me wrong, and I think it's worked up really, really well. And to say I'm not much of a hand stitcher, I'm really pleased with how it's worked out. But this was a lot bigger than it was because I soaked off the transfer. And I mean, I only did it in like a tiny little bit of water like that. I swished it around and took it back out and it shrunk. So I had to cut it down. But it doesn't matter. It's turned out quite nice. But yeah, I'm not keen on them transfers, I'll be honest. I'm not keen on, I don't know. What I might do is get, is it called, well, we haven't got a light box, but get a light box, put the transfer on the light box and then draw with my pen that you can iron off and do that. But I do like that one. But yeah, I wasn't so keen on the transfers. Anyway, so I finished that this week. And I put that little button on the back. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just a bit of fluff. Put that little button on the back there. I wanted to put it on here at the front to cover the join where I'd put the ribbon. But it was far too big. And I didn't have anything smaller. And I quite liked it because it was all red and white. So I thought I'll just pop that on the back of the heart just for a bit of decoration. So I've made that this week. And then last, but no means least. Oh, this is my favourite make for this week, let me tell you. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is Luigi. Oh, isn't he adorable? He was a free pattern from the Crochet Christmas 23 crochet along that I'm doing. The one that I said you have to follow all the designers and you get the patterns free. If you don't follow all the designers, they delete you. So you've got to go and follow all of them. I don't know how many there is. I think it's maybe 12, something like that. Anyway, this one is from Pink Tomato Crochet, which I love. I love her. I've got a few of her patterns. And this was one of the sweetest little makes I've done for a long time. It was so much fun. I loved it. I'm still debating whether to put something in his head and have him hung on the tree, because he's as big as my hand, I'd say. Let me see. Yeah, he's as big as my hand. So yeah, he might be a bit big for the tree, I don't know. But again, I could put him in the tree, hiding out, couldn't I? Like I could Froggy. Like Froggy's definitely going in my tree. So I wonder if I could put Mouse in my tree. Well, the mouse, Tim has named him Luigi. And in true Tim style, let me see if I can show you. I don't know as if it's focusing on me, I think. Can you see it? No, you can't, can you? I'll put a picture in. Anyway, in true Tim style, he's made me a wooden tag with Luigi on. Isn't it gorgeous? That took me a couple of nights. It didn't take me long. It's just that I was busy doing other things as well. I've had a couple of big shop updates this last week, and I have got a little bit to show you, but not much. There's not much left in the shop, I'm afraid. But I have got something to show you. So yeah, I've been quite busy doing lots of things this week, but I thoroughly enjoyed making him. He is made from sheep-piece katona and a 2.5mm hook. But sillily, I don't know what made me do this. I forgot to put safety eyes in. As I was crocheting along, I just crocheted along, and I even read it, insert safety eyes, and I carried on, finished him off and completely forgot it. So what I had to do to him was a bit brutal. Even Tim said, oh, that looks painful. I had to get a cable needle and literally make a big hole. And then I got my glue. I got my Fabri-Tac. This is a fabric glue, amongst other things that you can glue with it, and I glued his eyes in, and it's fine. I said that to Tim. I would never give this to anybody, especially not a child, because obviously they're not safety eyes because they're not inserted right. But yeah, for me, going on the tree, nobody's going to have any accidents. So that was another thing that I made. Oh, I love him. Right, so that's all the things that I've made. Like I say, I've been busy this week, just making lots of little tiny things, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. I've had a really good week. Have I had a parcel this week? I can't remember if I've had any incoming. I want to say I have, but I don't know. I just can't remember. I have, like I said, been that busy this week, I can't remember. I'm having a look round to see if I've had anything new. No, I don't think I have, you know. I don't think I've had anything new. Oh, yes, I have. It's here. Oh, dear. Right, so everybody knows I love Kate Eastwood from Just Poodling. I love her stuff. It's not a difficult... How can I put this? She's very talented, but her patterns are so easy to follow. Not amazingly difficult to do, and I love them. So I was waiting for Kate to bring out this pattern. She'd shown it on her Instagram feed, and she said, oh, it'll be out soon, and I was stalking her to see if I could get the pattern. Anyway, it's out and I've bought it, so I will be making these next week. Look at, let me just fold that up because there's some printing on the back of it as well. Look at those. Oh, aren't they adorable? So they are Plum Pudding Mouse and Snowball Mouse. They are made using, oh, excuse me, a sheepy softy, which is very much like, have I got some? Bear with me and I'll see if I've got some. I don't know if I've got the colour I need, but I do think I've got some. Yeah, I haven't got the colour I need, but let me show you. It's very, very similar to this. And this is Sirdar Snuggly Bunny, and it's very, very similar to that. But guess what? I haven't got white. I've got pink and I've got taupe, but no white. Go figure. So I'll have to go and buy some of this. So that is what I'm going to make next week. I think I'd like to make them both. And I wondered if I did them on a small enough hook, could I, again, fasten some of my baker's twine. I love this for hanging Christmas ornaments. If I hung some baker's twine on it, whether I could put these on the Christmas tree as a decoration as well. What do you think? Are you making anything for Christmas? Are you having a homemade decorated Christmas tree? Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, that's the only thing I've bought, I think, this week. I've been very, very good. Because obviously, you know, it's that time of year, isn't it? And it's coming up to Christmas and I've got 3 grandchildren to buy for, family, sons, daughters, daughter-in-laws. So yeah, it can be an expensive time of year. So Tim and I are trying to be a little bit careful on the run up to Christmas so they can all get nice presents. Right, so that's it. Got nothing else to tell you other than the little shop update I've done. I have had some new subscribers again, so if you are new to my channel, thank you very, very much. You're all very welcome here. And yeah, don't really know what else to say. So if you're not interested in the shop update, thank you very, very much for joining me. I've had a fab week of crocheting. I hope you do next week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Right, so if you're staying on for the shop update, like I said, there's not many left, but I'll show them to you. So I bought this fabric, let me tell you, I bought this fabric last year. And it has been extremely difficult for me to make bags up with this. I don't know about you, if you are a fabric person that collects fabric like I do. I'm a little bit like my yarn. I buy yarn and I don't like using it because it's too good. It's too nice. What if I mess it up, or I don't want to give it away as a gift? I'm terrible. And at my time of life now, I need to start using my things and enjoying them. So that's what I've done. But I bought this Christmas fabric last year, and it's a Kath Holden fabric, and it's vintage Christmas. I put 4 in my shop, and this is the only one that's left. Oh, is that not just fabulous? I love it. So it's all different. So we've got this 25 sign here. What's that? That's a Christmas carol. Merry Christmas. There's a Christmas tree up here. On the back of it, we have got, is that Christmas plum pudding recipe? Tags, red robins. Oh, isn't it lovely? I just love these bags. And then this is just Jingle Bells, and that's from the same range. And then I've just lined it with like a taupe, like to keep it like vintage style. I've lined it with a taupe. So there's that one left. And these are all, what I'm showing you now are all out of the same range. We have got a crocheted granny square Christmas. I quite like these because it's not screaming Christmas, but it is. It is actually out of her Christmas collection. So there's this granny square with the green jingle bells, and that one's got a white lining. And then there's this one, which is the brighter green with the red jingle bells, and that one's got a white lining too. So yeah, these are all from the same range. Let me see if I can show you. These are all from the same range, and she's called Kath Holden. She does a lot of scrapbooking papers and things as well. So we've got those in the shop. That's Christmas. And then I've done a couple of these. I thought this was fabulous fabric. I can't even remember where I got this from, to be fair. It's on my shelf over there. And I've got quite a few little bits and pieces with Wellingtons on and teddy bears and all sorts of stuff. But I've just made these a sock size, and just, I suppose it's a winter fabric, that, isn't it, with the winter wellies on. And that one's just got a navy and white star, and then it's lined with just a crisp white fabric, and you've got your wax braided cords, and there's 2 of them in the shop. So yeah, that's what's in the shop at the moment, and a few stitch markers and things like that. Next week I am going to try and make some like stocking stuffers for the crafter who wants to buy, you know, for Christmas maybe. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet. Well, I've got something in mind, but I'm not saying anything until I've done them. Right, so again, if you've stayed till the end, thank you very much for watching me. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I shall see you soon, probably next week. All right, take care and have a lovely afternoon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.